Dr. Stavros Salvatsis here. Ever wondered about how to turn a good story into an unforgettable masterpiece that endures? Get ready to unlock the power of symbols then, those precious little gems that add a whole new dimension of depth and emotion to your tales. Let's dive right in. Symbols are the ageless superheroes of storytelling. They pop up from the depths of our minds, making our tales resonate across time. If your story is a treasure hunt, then the symbols are the sparkling gems that light the way. In his book, Man and His Symbols, the renowned psychologist Carl Gustav Jung wrote, "What we call a symbol is a term, a name, or even a picture that may be familiar in daily life, yet that possesses specific connotations in addition to its conventional and obvious meaning. It implies something vague, unknown, or hidden from us. A word or image stripped of its connotative aspect is a mere sign. It denotes or points to an object or event that has no added significance than its function, such as a chair, a table, and the like." The strength of symbols, especially symbols that emerge from the unconscious to manifest as archetypes, is that they endure. To put it in another way, as primordial remnants bubble up from the human unconscious, they are expressed by the conscious mind as universal archetypal symbols. They become visible by cleaving to specific actions, events, and objects in myths and stories. To generate symbols in your own tale, start with a story and character. Ask, what is the genre of my story? What is the key idea, theme, and moral premise of my story? What goals and struggles are my characters engaged in? The answers to these questions will direct you to the sorts of symbols you need to use. A note of caution here: the symbols shouldn't attract attention to themselves. They shouldn't be too obvious, in other words. They need to grow on us through skill and repetition. They also need to be specific and generate emotions. The key here is to work out how symbols resonate with the characters and with each other. Are these symbols actual objects that would feature effortlessly in the characters' everyday lives? Again, subtlety is the key. Here's how Todd Phillips uses symbolism in his film The Joker. The film opens with Arthur Fleck applying his clown makeup. We don't immediately ascribe symbolic significance to this. Arthur is merely preparing to do his job as a clown. But as the story progresses, the clown imagery deepens in meaning, driven by story questions. Why is it that after Arthur loses his job, for example, he continues to wear his clown makeup? Is it that it offers him an escape from his dreary existence? Does it have a deeper psychological connotation, perhaps? Does it indicate a rejection of his identity due to some trauma that makes him wish that he was someone else? The figure of the clown now begins to symbolize the breakdown of social structures in Gotham, the conflict between the rulers and the ruled. The mob dons clown dress and rises up against the authorities with the Joker as inspiration. A clown suit and mask are no longer symbols of fun and laughter. The Joker has become the symbol of something dark and dangerous, the symbol of chaos. Symbolism can also emerge from setting, providing context and atmosphere and bolstering the theme. In Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Mordor, as opposed to the idyllic Shire, is shown to be a place of hellfire and horror. The entire landscape is symbolic of the evil represented by Sauron. And of course, the rings themselves are highly symbolic, with the last ring being especially significant. Having been forged by Sauron on Mount Doom, it represents pure evil. But the ring also symbolizes desire and greed. We see this clearly in Bilbo and Gollum's desire to possess it. The ring also represents temptation. Even honorable characters are tempted by its beguiling power.
What are we waiting for?
It is a temptation that resonates with the original temptation in the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve disobeyed God and ate from the apple of good and evil. Something to keep in mind when deploying symbols. Remember to show rather than tell, to point them towards key ideas and themes, to select symbols that give rise to emotions, and to avoid being heavy-handed in their use. To sum it all up then, the subtle use of symbols will add emotion, meaning, depth, and longevity to your stories. Master their use and watch your stories live on and on. That's it for now. If you learned something from this video, consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons and leaving a comment to share your thoughts and to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.